All right, morning. It's pretty cold here in Tennessee, so I got the turkey fryer going and I got my electric heater over there going, heat up the garage some. 100-hour service basically to my Mercury, it's the 250 Pro XS. And so, you know, like I've done some work, I greased the fittings already, I can show that. Got some new wires set, so changing out the wires, checked out the plug wires. I've got at least the bottom one looks fairly corroded. Notice I don't know if you can see it, but they put dielectric grease already in the insides, which is pretty cool. And I'll probably put a little on the plugs themselves, maybe, I don't know. It's already in there, so don't need to do it. And then change out the spark plugs. This is one of the first things I'll do. And so they're the laser iridium, and it's the NGK. So there's the NGK laser iridium, and it's 1ZFR6J or 1ZFR6J-11. These are expensive. You can look online. If you can go to your local auto parts store. You're gonna pay $25 a piece for these. I looked out online, a lot of different places, trying to find the best price. You know, they come in a 4-pack like this, so I only need 6. So the cheapest that I could find these was from Rock Auto. Rock Auto had them, and they had them in packs of 4. So I have 2 extra spark plugs, and these spark plugs are, you know, like I said, I think without tax and shipping, the highest was like $148, and then the cheapest that I found was Rock Auto, and I got 8 of them for, with shipping, tax, $83. So they're not cheap. The plug wires is about $75 to $100 depending, you know, and I got that off of eBay. So the first thing I need to do is gap these, and I'm gonna put a little anti-seize on the outside, just to, you know, it probably is not needed, but I like doing it. It doesn't take much, just a little. On the spark plug gap on these, I've got my Mercury 250 Optimax manual. This is for a Pro XS. Well, here's your general information. It tells you the serial number, and then, you know, it shows you it's 250, 60 degrees V6, 250 horsepower, 6 cylinders, 575 RPMs idle, and then there's your range from 5,500 to 6,000 RPMs. Over speed limit is 6,300 RPMs. Neutral reverse limit 2250. And then the engine displacement. The interesting thing, if you look, cylinder bore. So your cylinder is only 3.625 inches, and then the stroke is only 3 inches. So it's like only going back that far and then coming up. And then here's your spark plug, NGK, IZFR6J11, or the more common is just the NGK IZ FR6J. And then here's what we need to know: a spark plug gap, 0.09 millimeter or 0.043. Here's the spark plug. Hopefully that comes out good. And well, they're really nice spark plugs. I mean, they really are. So to gap them, I have, and it's, you know, of course, pretty simple. Most people use this. One side it says millimeters, the other says inches. I'm just going to do the 0.03 inches because otherwise, you know, it's a little. Anyway, essentially, you just, you know, you're putting this on there and you're moving that around until you get to that 0.03 mark. Hopefully, maybe I can show that. So you can see that's the 0.03 mark. Just hold that up for a minute. And you just want to do that for all 6 of them. And then what I do is just take a little bit of this anti-seize right there, and I like to just put just a little bit. You don't need much, like about that much, because once it starts threading, then it'll thread all the way around. You don't put so much that you get it up here or anything. But when you put that into the thing, it'll spread out, and that'll be plenty. And then I just lay them out once I got them all done, and then I'm ready to go out to the engine and take them out and start putting them in. So alright, so the bottom two and a lot of the spark plugs are really kind of difficult to get to with this bottom cowl on. So I could take the cowl and remove it and probably save myself some headache. There's a bolt here. There's this bolt right here. And then there's a bolt in the back. And it separates. If you don't want to take all that off, here's my setup. I've got my spark plug socket, which is 5/8, and then I've got this wrench, which, you know, tightens, untightens. So I can put it in here, and then I can work it like that. It's going to be difficult to show you this, I think. This spark plug is down here, and it's, you know, of course it's pretty difficult to see. So, well, first thing I'll do is I'll put this guy in, and, you know, you just got to get where you can get to. You see what I mean? It's really tight to get in that bottom. You just want to go easy and make sure you don't cross thread it. So once I got it in there pretty good, then I can go in between the pipe hose, pipe. Thing to remember is you just want to be careful when you're doing this, so You got your connectors to your injectors and all that, so. Alright, I'm saying that's 20 inch-pounds. It's pretty tight. I don't want to over tighten. And I'm going to use some plug wire holders and yeah, these look pretty rough too. So you can see if you came in this way, you really don't have a lot of room, either this way or that way. So the cowl being out, like I say, well, that's easier because then if you needed to, you could take this off, your coil off. But I'm going to just use my little tool and I'm going to be real safe about it. Let's tighten, loosen. We're going to see which is the best way, you know. So like I said, you want to watch your connectors. So once you get it broke though, it's so the top one is extremely tight. I started it with my setup, and then I'm going to try to go in with my socket. I'm just going to back it off real easy. Same thing with that one. Looks pretty bad. See, you can see how I couldn't have really gone in. I guess I could with this bottom one. It'd be really tight. But I can check it with my torque wrench. And it's there. Let's put our plug wires on. Start with the bottom. You want to make sure this plug wire is not touching your hose at all, because this will get hot. These aren't labeled or anything like that. Also, the black goes to the coil, so I've got this one backwards. All my spark plugs right here, and these were all gapped at 0.030 inches. One of them was like 0.035, which is completely wrong. I suspect whoever put these in did not gap them correctly, so they were running rich. So anyway, that's not good. Now they should be 0.042 inches, and I gapped mine to 0.043, which is what the book said. But however, on your engine, you should have a plate, and if you look at mine, it says there the spark plug gap 0.042 inches. So if you've got a sticker, you should go by that, because that's what they have their Merc set at when they basically whenever they put it in the factory, they determine that's what it is. So I'm about to hook up the water to it, just check it. In my next video, I'm gonna do a seafoam. I'm gonna run some seafoam through it. Alright, so I got my earmuffs on, fired it up, let it warm up. I'm gonna run some seafoam through it.